These motherfuckers gonna offer you anything in this motherfucking white man's world. You understand? These motherfuckers gonna offer you anything in this motherfucking white man's world. You understand what I'm saying? For your free. These motherfuckers gonna offer you anything but motherfucking free. Will you sell everything, even your fucking soul, to the white man? Or do you motherfuckers really wanna see liberation? Do you motherfuckers really wanna see freedom? Can't sell your fucking soul. Freedom.
I wanna make it mine. If I had $5 I'd be making it mine.
Don't sell your soul.
And you ain't gotta love me, but they'll take your soul. And you ain't gotta love me, but they'll take your soul.
Check.
I saw some shit on YouTube about rappers, yo. They say them motherfuckers selling up that stepped on dope. They say them white boys coming Wayne with the spit. And Jay-Z suck Illuminati dick. Fuck ya, I've been a lot of things, but I'm never a loser. Still a queen, though the gutter gave me prostitution. I looked around and saw girly men with scars on. So 2008 I rocked the strap on. Fuck ya, that's before the truth kicked in. Like the evil school teachers hate African souls. 106 and Park is mind control. Rock, we don't talk about the new KKK. Fuck ya, I'm from the swamp, dirty south. Talk this all still. Confederate battlefield where P. Miller got a deal. You never know the next one that makes the jump shot, so they blind everybody's third eye. I see you on fire. I wanna make it mine. If I had $5 I'd be making it mine.
Don't sell your soul.
And you ain't gotta love me, but they'll take your soul. And you ain't gotta love me, but they'll take your soul.
Check.
Niggas sell they souls for diamonds, Maseratis, skinny jeans and Vaseline, nice and shiny. She got butt naked, saw a Washington punk, and told the whole world, bitch, I'm doing me. Fuck ya. I used to smart dope out of Magnolia. I wish I would've saw Juvie in the Magnolia. Probably could've been signed straight to UTT, but I was good on the toes selling pussy. Fuck ya. Coaster with the venom, spitting knowledge, no mishap. See a house nigga make your gun go click clack. The goons in the trap on a revolution, and they don't eat kale bone and tofu. Fuck ya. Say black power niggas freeze up instant. Comfortable slaves, sucker massachusetts. I visualize rebellion through my marijuana smoke, 3 round bursting on the devil whole life. I see the fire. I wanna make it mine. If I had $5 I'd be making it mine.
Don't sell your soul.
And you ain't gotta love me, but they'll take your soul. And you ain't gotta love me, but they'll take your soul.
Check.
I love black people like I did Tina. I beat the edge of kisses till you wake from dreaming. We the true gods and these crackers scheming to keep us in the dark from truth. Fuck ya. If I rap about sex, then I'll get on TV. Make a dance song, you can get on TV. Niggas wear dresses and they get on TV. Illusion is the new reality. Fuck ya. Niggas don't read, that's what they say on Stormfront. Niggas came from H, that's what they say on Pimp Out. Obama got them in a trance, losing their brain. Better figure out his true connection. Fuck em. It's a ticking time bomb till this world gon' pop. So they only push garbage, mainstream hip-hop. Better wake up, peak game, and trap to do the white man. Bitch, kill yourself ASAP. I see the fire. I wanna make it mine. If I had $5 I'd be making it mine.
Don't sell your soul.
And you ain't gotta love me, but they'll take your soul. And you ain't gotta love me, but they'll take your soul. Early in the morning, spirit phenomenal. I eat the check, that's the answer. Why you go, why you go? Ooh, a dirty South political rap conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Aisha, this is a beautiful motherfucking thing you doing, man. To come out with this black power shit, man, from a feministic queen, warrior shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the queens really needed to see at this time. You know, and so you like the black Madonna, the real.
I wanna make it mine. If I had $5 I'd be making it mine.
Don't sell your soul.
And you ain't gotta love me, but they'll take your soul.
Right, Black Power, Beautiful DA, my hotel. Welcome to Feet on the Ground Radio. Black Power, what's going on, family? We set it off right with praise and turn the glory to Garvey. Long live the spirit of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Praise Harriet Tubman. Glory to Ida B. Wells. Long live the spirit of Sister Fannie Lou Hayman. What it do out there tonight, family? What it do out there tonight? Y'all tuned in here, the sounds of Sister Aisha's segment going in. To get myself situated to get anything right. I'm going to run in hustling hard, but it's Think Tank Thursday, so we here. You know, it's the community time, you know what I mean? For the family to get in, you know, think some things through. Figure out how we can do bullshit. Black Power, what it do out there? That's you, Brother Tim?
Black Power, what's up with it, Brother Born, man?
Man, I'm doing well, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm up better than down. A lot of this, a little this, a little that, you know what I mean? I missed Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? I had a couple things going on, man. Just shit, man. It get hectic out here sometimes, man.
Man, understood. You hear me?
All right.
You out here putting in a lot of work, Brother Born, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely gotta be able to understand if you miss once, you know what I'm saying, here and there.
Yeah, nah, no doubt, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for that understanding, family, because, you know, it's definitely, man, son, man, this is a hard, it's a good grind, but it's a hard one, you know what I mean?
I say.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know, I've seen a couple of different things, man. Some of the cats I'm rocking with, man, they like, listen, man, you're gonna have to start teaching classes, man, because guys ain't, like, they like, yo, we know what's going on, but I don't think we really know. And, like, anytime we say something, you checking our shit and telling us what you say is correct. We can't argue with it. But I think I think the family here on Feet on the Ground for that.
I say.
Whereas like the family
man, that give you that base, you know what I'm saying?
Already, I'm telling them, like, listen, so I'm hitting them all off. Maybe this Saturday or next Tuesday, I get all, you know, as many of the family on the line at once as possible, man. I'm telling them, I'm like, yo, listen, man, yo, it comes from having good, steady partners, you know what I mean? Real assets. Bounce it off of. You know, that's what go good with us here, man. You know, we got people we can bounce stuff off of, and you know what I mean, because we African, we don't mind being wrong. You know what I mean? We don't mind being wrong with each other, because you know we know the correction gonna be good.
But sure, you know how the family here, man, gonna hold the line, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you're out in your work, in your daily work, shit, you know what I'm saying? It's only natural, man. You feel me? Only the line, man. You feel me?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But the family be real, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, I will get into this topic, man. I got a topic for the family, man. But you saying that, man. Just the other day, man, something happened, man. I'm outside. We talking about the breakfast, and we was doing the fish lunch, right? And I'm like, yo, listen, man, check this out, man. I'm not here to feed niggas, man. That shit ain't right. I'm like, nigga, y'all ain't gonna listen, man. This ain't the soup kitchen, nigga. I ain't doing no soup kitchen work. You know what I mean? So I ask everybody a simple question. I say, yo, what do you do with a free meal? Everybody said, eat it. Right?
Maybe.
Now, I learned something a long time ago. They say if somebody offers you a free meal, reject it. Because it always got something attached to it.
Something always come with that shit, man.
Already. And I'm like, yo, y'all niggas gotta realize that, like, you know, when you fucking with me, like, yo, listen, like, I'm just like, yo, I already got this shit planned. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to play with y'all. Like, yo, listen, man, I'll lay out the course and niggas can take it and move. But, yo, Like, and the reason I'm like, yo, listen, man, I plan on this meal not free. No matter what, I want the babies because I plan on doing something with them. It's not no free meal.
I say.
You know what I mean? Work gonna get done for this. It's just, you know what I mean? It look free. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, our people will think they entitled to the free meal. Where we started, because what happened is the breakfast is good, the kids is dead, babies is dead. We doing the lunch though, and then you just see an influx of motherfucking like adults, like. And because we like, yo, just doing it, just boom, 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 it's whatever. But I'm watching, so I'm watching the family. I'm watching everybody seeing it, what their politics is about. Yeah, I mean, what do y'all think really going on out here? What do, you know, what do you think you're really involved in? You feel me? That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see where they mind at if it's revolutionary. Because we got it. Like, you know, I already know where I'm at. Dealing with, I got time in this shit, so I already know where I'm at.
I say.
I'm like, all right, family, we got to tighten up because we can't just allow people to just use us because our people will do that.
Exactly, man. Hey, man, it's sad to say, bro, but you know what I'm saying? That's true, man. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm like, nigga. I'm a nigga, man. I said, listen, man, if I was still on that shit, nigga, I'd use y'all niggas too, bitch. What you talking about, nigga? So what make me think?
And then in the end of the day, if you let that happen, then really, you know what I'm saying, what you don't work for at the end of the day really just turned out to be a goddamn food drive or some shit. You feel me? Instead of having that, what you really want put on it, you really want it to be the movement behind it. You know what I'm saying? But shit.
All they do is turn to a soup kitchen. If the people don't grasp what's going on, man. If the people don't grasp the politics, it turns to a soup kitchen. Period. You know what I mean? Period, point blank. That's what they turn to. So, you know, we was rambling through that.
I just say with that, man, it's a thin line, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that's what the RBG is about. It's about going and feeding the family. I mean, talking to the people. You know what I'm saying? Raising awareness. You know what I'm saying? But man, when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, giving away food, man, you traveling a thin line, man, because you're dealing with a lot of hungry niggas, man. You feel me? Niggas is hungry. And shit, to get that, you feel me?
No, it's a thin line between that. You gotta walk a tightrope. What you know what I'm saying? You gotta walk a tightrope, like, you know what I mean? You gotta make sure that you got it right. So, like, you know, I sat back. We've been doing it. This, you know what I'm saying? We're going on the 4th week and shit, right? We ready for the breakfast. We ready for the fish. You know what I'm saying? We ready. We got everything we need already. You know what I'm saying? We need another fish, outside fish frying. We need that. But besides that, though, we ready for everything to go on. But I'm telling the people that listen, man, we got to really think about what we're doing. Because if the people donate and shit like that, we got to really be moving forward on a total curriculum. So we got the martial arts dude come in, got the sewing, we got cats making necklaces, like thorough necklaces and shit like that. So they learn some craft. So we got these other shits going on. So I'm like, yo, we got to cut the fucking adults. We got to just get the kids from 9 to 11 and then start feeding them just like a light snack, a lunch or something, some light shit. Fruit, we done already fed them at 9 o'clock, 9 to 11. At 12.
It's turned around. Yeah, man.
Then around at 1 and we giving them fish. Nah, this shit ain't working right. We got to be knowing exactly what demographics we looking for. We got to know and got to weed the people out who just there just to get a meal and they not trying to eat the other food that we got.
I say.
When we went hard at it, I have 400 pieces of lit. You know what I'm saying? I got to show y'all the lit. You know what I'm saying? I have 400 pieces of lit, man. Mad bundles. pass them out.
Man, I see. Say, Brother Boy, man, I had seen your stuff, man. You know, I want to get something like that going out here, man.
Yo,
I mean, as far as with the propaganda, you feel me?
Like, yo, listen, man, I'll shoot you. Yo, so I got your email. Hit me, text me your email, and I'll shoot it to you.
Okay, that's a bet. That's a bet.
Text me your email, and I'll shoot it right to you. Show you what we got. You know what I mean? So it's just it's a light little something, man. It worked well right now. We got them reading it before they eat and make sure the kids reading the piece. Now we're gonna start just breaking the piece down every time they come. Take a little section and break it down. We got the Garvey up there, Francis Chris Wilson, Malcolm. You know what I mean? Nice. We got the little piece to say who we are. CTRBG New Haven is not an organization. We are a family. We work together and raise our children as a village and support one another. Each individual has made the decision that we want to serve our people in any capacity we could, and because of this chapter of the RBG Nation was established. Black love is black power.
I say.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, black power to that, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I know whenever, you know what I'm saying, we do our community things out here, man. That's one thing, man, that I just really need to, cause I know the propaganda. I know what it's there for, man, and as a person that knows, bruh, it's my duty to really go out there and push it, bruh. And I ain't been doing it. You know what I'm saying?
So that's how I felt. I said, yo, I got the 400. Man, y'all had like 400 or 500 flyers. I don't know. I know it was over 400. It was, you know what I'm saying? And I was busy in the hood, baby. Like y'all had bundles of crack, baby. Like bundles of crack.
Say. You know, I don't know if you remember, man. I was on the phone with the family, man, one morning, man, and the damn Jehovah's Witness walked up on me, man. They walked up on me. You know what I'm saying? They was on their door-to-door thing. You feel me? And of course, a nigga ain't trying to hear what they talking about, but I feel the hustle though. I feel the grind. You know what I'm saying? I feel that, man. You feel me? And this is where it made me think like, damn, I'm you know what I'm saying? I gotta even go a little harder, man. You feel me?
Up there at your door. This time, listen, man. Guys is like, yo, man, the air of social media, man. We can't even get to, you know. I'm like, God, because you don't want to go through the door. You don't want to see nobody. Go face to face, man. Let them see you, man. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll feel your sincerity, man, in the words that you're saying. They'll understand what you're saying. You put something across to them. With all this motherfucking social media, man, you can't get people out. Motherfuckers can just say, check going. Just to check it, going.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. It's different when you face to face with people, you know what I'm saying? Letting them understand the real agenda behind why they should do some shit. Then they're willing to work differently with you. You know what I'm saying? My people's just like, yo, we want to get the people aware. We want to make them politically aware, man. I'm sitting here, I'm chopping it up with them. I'm like, yo, listen, and as a matter of fact, now this is going to run into the story. We're going to run into what the Think Tank Thursday is about. Now, I'm like, yo, listen, man, the people the adults that's coming, he's like, yo, you know, we want to get the adults that's coming politically aware. I'm like, yo, the adults that's coming, we might as well forget that. I mean, it's not the ones, I mean, them not the ones we trying to get politically aware. We trying to show them something so they can maybe follow, and then maybe they can do that, but them is not the ones that we really trying to,
I say, man. I say. I'm proud of that, Brother Boy, man. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm like, it's the ones who donating. The ones who donating, and they just like, yo, they putting money, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to do, they really don't want to, they just want to help out. The ones who, you know what I'm saying, find it that they just want to help out. They just, yo, listen, can I do this for y'all? You know what I'm saying? You know, them is the ones that who we going to get politically aware, because they going to see the good in what's going on, and they going to want to understand exactly why. They going to want to understand that. The ones who come in with their kids, man, they just try to get their kids fed, man. You know what I'm saying? You got some of the sisters, some of the brothers, I ain't going to say all of them, Some of them is you know what I mean. Some of them is like, oh, boom, they catching on to certain things. But a lot of them early, you know. As a matter of fact, the people who more on like they more coming over because they trying to see what it is to be, you know what I mean, on some African shit, just coming over because they see the colors, the red, black, and green. They like, yo, we heard that y'all over there doing that, so they coming to bring their kids just to come build with other black people who think it a little different. You know what I'm saying? They come from far away. They coming from out of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Bringing their kids, like, yo, they coming from out of the neighborhood, like, yo, bring their kids by. But the ones in the neighborhood, yo, man, I'm like, yo, the ones who just walking up with it. Listen, man, a lot of them, they not here at all really to hear no political things. You know what I'm saying? It's the ones who watching, who seeing what's going on, who just like, oh, all right, boom, they donate and they making sure. Them the ones that you know. It's a lot of the hood. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, them the G's and shit is donating and shit like that. Them the ones you trying to make politically aware. Because they ready to be politically aware. They ready to be aware. They see a reason to do something to help out. You know what I mean? Them the ones you're supposed to hit. Like, all right, then. They found the reason to help out. So and you ain't got to ask them. Then you know that, all right, they ready for something else. And that's where I'm looking at it. But I'm saying that because now, that hit off when we talking about our people. I asked the question. I was like, damn, you know, I was reading, but I already asked myself a question, like, you know, about why we know so much and why it's really so hard for us to have a solid, aggressive action against what's happening to us. A prolonged, steady, aggressive nature about what's happening to us. You know what I mean? And so I'm reading. So that was a question I asked myself a little while back. And so I put on the thing, the fluoride. You know what I mean? Have we been taking for a fluoride? You know, being kept on the lowest level possible. Now, I said a fluoride, like how you be on the floor taking a ride, like you just low on the floor riding. But it also is fluoride, which is the fucking chemical ingredient that they put inside every fucking water supply in that that come inside your house. Got fluoride in it. And fluoride is a byproduct of fucking aluminum. Now, for the people who do know, and if you don't, for the people who don't know, fluoride also is the active ingredient in several different rat poisons and also cockroach poison. You know what I mean? And fluoride is basically, it's like a neurotoxin type of thing. And I'm going to tell you what I was reading. I was reading the book Medicine by the brother who came on, Scott Whitaker. Dr. Scott Whitaker came on. Right, so I'm reading, right, and I'm reading the thing in here, chapter 14, right? It's fluoride, how America really got brainwashed. And he just got a little rundown on fluoride and everything. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting just reading the medical assessment of fluoride by several different doctors, and this doctor, his own self, his overview of the situation and how fluoride became okay to get into America's water supply. Now, fluoride was approved to be put inside America's water supply in 1939. And this was done by a doctor named Dr. Gerald J. Cox, a biochemist, and he worked for one of the largest aluminum companies in America. And I believe I already stated that fluoride is fluoride is a byproduct of aluminum, of creating aluminum. So he proposed that they should use the byproduct of fluoride in America's water supply. Now, One of the
Who is what's his name again, brother boy?
Gerald J. Cox. Gerald J. G-E-R-A-L-D. Last name Cox, C-O-X. And you know what? What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do, because this is very interesting. I'm just gonna read this to the man.
Black Power, man.
Black Power. Black Power.
What's going on?
That's the chief. What's going on, Black Power, chief?
Black Power, man.
Black Power to the family. For the access to give us guidance, knowledge, and wisdom, and the power and strength to defeat this wicked deed.
Okay.
I was going to ask you, Brother Bourne, anywhere in that article that you're breaking down them jewels on that fluoride, does it break down the effects of fluoride on the melanin and the effects and how it poisons and breaks down the bone structure of the African?
Let me read this. Let me read it to you, because it got some illusion. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read it to you.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because he do make some allusions to that. You know what I mean? Let me see where. But it's pretty deep in the article, man. It's and then there was oh man, y'all listen. All right. Let me read this. Let me read this to y'all, family, because this is definitely interesting. Flouride. This is chapter 14 in the book Medicine, Medicin, by Dr. Scott Whitaker and ND, and Jose Fleming, CN, and MH. All right. Flouride. For the last 60 years, gullible Americans have been told one big fat lie. Hold up. I don't even want to read that. That's his opinion. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, an unethical biochemist by the name of Gerald J. Cox, who worked for one of the largest aluminum companies in America, Alcoa, proposed the use of fluoridation for America's water supply. Alcoa took a propriety interest in this issue since fluoride is a major byproduct of aluminum production. The corporation wanted to know how much fluoride exposure people could tolerate without getting mottled, discolored teeth. Almost specifically, how much fluoride could Alcoa release into the nation's earth, water, and air without the public realizing that the corporation was polluting the environment with a powerful toxin? That same question was addressed by a stooge named H. Trendley Dean, former dental surgeon for the U.S. Public Health Service. His mentor was Andrew Mello, founder and major stockholder of Alcoa. Start to get the picture? Dean claimed that fluoride levels of up to 1 part per million in drinking water did not cause mottled enamel, based on his own research. Dean came up with the notion that fluoride added to the water supply at the magic dosage of 1 part per million would prevent tooth decay while avoiding damage to bones and teeth. Now, back at Alcoa's Pittsburgh Industrial Research Lab, Mr. Cox took that news and ran with it. Cox fluoridated some lab rats in a study and concluded that fluoride reduced cavities and that the case should be regarded as proved. How arrogant. So in the year 1939, Cox, an industry scientist working for a corporation threatened by fluoride damage claims and burdened by the odious expense of disposing of tons of toxic industrial waste, went touring the country pushing for fluoride usage. The first city to use fluoridation in America was Grand Rapids, Michigan. Guess who was picked to oversee the use of fluoridation among the people of Grand Rapids? H. Trendley Dean. The truth is that Dean's great discovery was based on wishful thinking and some very shaky science. Dean's findings did not stand up to scientific scouting at all. Let's examine his reasoning. He quoted that teeth that become mottled or discolored were especially resistant to decay. That's like saying, let's all drink formaldehyde so our bodies won't decay. This guy was Dean of the U.S. Public Service, an independent study of Dean's results revealed that he had engaged in selective use of data, employing figures from 21 cities that confirmed his findings and ignoring those from 272 other localities that did not. In a 1995 court case challenging fluoridation, Dean admitted under oath that his published conclusions were wrong. In hearings conducted by the AMA in 1957, he was forced, that's the American Medical Association, in 1957, he was forced to admit that dental fluorosis, the first sign of fluoride overdose, could be caused by water fluoridated at 1 part per million. However, these admissions were never publicized and never acknowledged by the USPHS, the ADA, or the government bodies responsible for foisting fluoride on the public. This denial is genocide all the way from government, industry, to local agencies. Once the acceptance of fluoride was pushed on the public, the economic realities became apparent to all involved. Dentists, government agencies, and corporations were licking their chops like wolves on sheep. Chemical Week, a publication for the chemical industry, described the terror of the time. All over the country, supply rules were getting warm as waterworks engines figured the cost of adding fluoride to their water supply. There was such an overwhelming acceptance to proceed hastily, albeit irresponsibly. The Grand Rapids experiment was supposed to last 15 years, during which time health benefits and hazards were being studied. In 1946, however, just 1 year into the experiment, 6 more U.S. cities adopted the process. By 1947, 87 more communities were treated. Popular demand was the official reason for the unscientific hate. The U.S. government put on a major public relations campaign spearheaded by Edward L. Bernays. I know y'all remember that name. Edward L. Bernays, a nephew of Sigmund Freud. We wonder whether he was a cocaine user also. Bernays, a public relations pioneer who has been called the original spin doctor, was a masterful PR specialist. As a result of his influence, Griffith writes almost overnight, the popular image of fluoride, which at the time was being widely sold as rat and bug poison, became that of a beneficial ponder of gleaming smiles, absolutely safe and good for children, bestowed by benevolent paternal government. Its opponents were permanently engraved on the public mind as crackpots. At that time, the only 2 disgruntled voices were the John Birch Society and the Ku Klux Klan. How ironic. They raved that fluoridation was a plot by the Soviet Union and or communists in the government to poison Americans' brain cells. By 1950, fluoridation's image was a glamorous one, and there was not much science to do at this point. The PHS was fluoridation's main source of funding, as well as its promoter, and therefore caught in a fundamental conflict of interest. Hold on. Who got their computer open right now? I'll find it real quick. Let me see what that is. I don't know what the PH is. The Public Health Service. What this PH is? National Institute of Health, PHS. Yeah, Public Health Service, all right. By the 1950s, all right. Today, nearly 250 million people worldwide drink fluoridated water, including about 130 million Americans in 9,600 communities. Out of the 50 largest cities in the U.S., 41 have fluoridated water. What is fluoride and why use it? Fluoride, somebody, if y'all get a chance, can somebody find what 41 out of the 50 largest cities, what's the largest cities that use fluoridated waters, or what's the largest cities that don't use fluoridated water? Whichever one. While I'm reading this story. What is fluoride and why use it? Fluoride is any combination of elements containing a fluorine ion in its elemental form. Fluorine is a pale yellow, high toxic, and corrosive gas. In nature, fluorine is found combined with minerals as fluoride. It is the most chemically active non-metallic element of all the elements and also has the most reactive electronegative ion. Because of its extreme reactivity, fluorine is never found in nature as an uncombined element. There was no U.S. commercial production of fluoride before World War II. The need for fluoride was prompted by the manufacture of the atomic bomb. It's a common ingredient in rat and cockroach poison, as well as the basic ingredients in Prozac, fluoxetine hydrochloride, and sarin nerve gas, isopropyl methyl phosphorofluoride. The first occurrence of fluoridated drinking water on Earth was found in Germany's Nazi prison camps. The Nazi warlords had little concern about fluoride's supposed effect on children's teeth. Their alleged reason for mass medicating water with sodium fluoride was to sterilize humans and force the people in their concentration camps into calm submission. All right. Repeated doses of infinitesimal amounts of fluoride will in time reduce an individual's power to resist domination by slowly poisoning and narcoticizing the left hemisphere of the brain, thus making him submissive to the will of those who wish to govern him. The real purpose behind water fluoridation is to reduce the resistance of the masses to domination and control and loss of liberty. Contrary to the well-entrenched belief in fluoridation, there is no scientific evidence that injecting fluoride reduces tooth decay. Since 1945, the longest ongoing fluoridation trial to date between fluoridated Newburgh, New York, and non-fluoridated Kingston, New York, shows virtually no difference between the tooth decay rate of either city. However, fluoridated Newburgh has about double the rate of dental fluorosis, fluoride poisoning, as does non-fluoridated Kingston. To quote Canada's leading fluoride expert, Dr. Hardy Lineback, from an interview in Arizona's Message Tribune, December 5, 1999, here in Toronto, we've been fluoridating for 36 years. Yet Vancouver, which is never fluoridated, has a cavity rate lower than Toronto. He continues, in Canada, we are spending more money treating dental fluorisis than we do treating cavities. That includes my own practice. Further, he said, your well-intentioned dentist is simply following 50 years of misinformation from public health, following 50 years of misinformation from Public Health and Dental Association. Unfortunately, we were wrong. Finally, Dr. Lineback stated that poisoning our children was the furthest thing from my mind. We say this with all the earnestness and sincerity of holistic healers who have spent nearly 15 years of research in the chemistry, biochemistry, and pathology of fluoride. Any person who drinks fluoridated water for a period of 1 year or more will never again be the same person mentally, physically, or spiritually. This medicine is hard to get away from because it's in your bath or shower water, your kitchen, and anywhere that public water is used. At this point in time, virtually no restaurants or beverage processors use advanced water systems to remove fluoride when you purchase items. The toxic materials contained in fluoride will be there waiting for you in your coffee, your tea, your beer, soft drinks, and reconstituted juices, your soup, rice, pasta, and anything else that contains or is made with public water. Since most of the U.S., about 70% is fluoridated. Food and beverage products which are produced across the country that circulate through interstate commerce also contain fluoride. For example, a chemical analysis of several common products revealed that Gerber's Graduate's Berry Pouch contains 3 milligrams. One Coca-Cola Classic contains 0.98 milligrams. One Minute Maid Premium Orange Juice, 0.98 milligrams. One Dole Pineapple Juice, 0.78 milligrams. One Lucerne 2% milk, 0.72 milligrams. Everyday foods that have been processed with fluoridated water contain fluoride. Kellogg's Fruit Loops cereal contains 2.1 milligrams. Due to the processing with fluoridated Battle Creek, Michigan water, Gerber's white grape juice contains 2 milligrams. The drying of grapes to produce raised and concentrated fluoride even more. The highest daily dose of fluoride comes from using fluoride toothpaste. Do you ever wonder why Crest and Colgate or any other toothpaste will carry warning labels for children less than 6 years of age on their packaging? Please start using non-fluoridated toothpaste, or just start using plain old baking soda. Man. Moreover, fluorides are cumulative and build up steadily with ingestion of fluoride from all sources, which include not just water but the air we breathe and the food we eat. The body can only eliminate half of the total intake, which means that the older you get, that the older you are, the more fluoride will have accumulated in your body. Inevitably, this means the aging population is particularly targeted, and even worse, for the very young. There is a major element of risk in baby formula made with fluoridated water. The extreme sensitivity of the very young to fluoride toxicity makes this unacceptable. Since there are so many sources of fluoride in our everyday living, it will prove impossible to maintain an average level of 1 part per million as suggested by your government. Alright, the effects. First, the immune system. The distortion of protein structure causes the immune proteins to fail. To fail to recognize body proteins. And so instigates an attack on them, which is autoimmune disease. Autoimmune diseases constitute the body of disease processes troubling many thousands of people. However, the thyroid gland is seriously affected by fluoride. The thyroid gland produces hormones which control our metabolism, the rate at which we burn our fuel. Deficiency of thyroid hormones is relatively common, much more than is generally accepted by many medical authorities. This illness is insidious, it is onset and progression. People become tired, overweight, depressed, constipated, suffer arthritis, hair loss, infertility, arthrosclerosis, and chronic illness. Sadly, it is poorly diagnosed and poorly managed by many doctors in this country. One further factor that causes deep anxiety is that fluoride displaces iodine in the body, which results in hypothyroidism. Thyroid hormone cannot be manufactured without iodine. All right. Let's see. Fluorides are mutagenic, which means they cause fluorides are mutagenic, which means they cause the uncontrolled proliferation of cells we call cancer. This applies to cancer anywhere in the body, but bones are particularly targeted. A report in the New England Journal of Medicine shows a 400% increase in cancer of the thyroid in San Francisco during the period their water was fluoridated. On top of its other effects, fluoride calcifies the pineal gland. The pineal gland spirituality is the entrance point to the body for divine revelation. On a physical level, it controls skin pigmentation, mental sanity, and it helps the pituitary gland to hold the potassium, sodium levels in the body. We feel that the warlike and unspiritual character of individuals in places of power resembles calcified pineal gland. So crackers was catching it. It was one of the reasons it used to be inside. Remember when people used to use stain guard back in the day? Stain guard used to contain it, so babies used to be on stain guard, and if they threw up, part of their stomach acid would be on the Scotch guard, and it would make a chemical reaction. The chemical reaction would cause the baby to choke, and that's why the babies were dying. Now, they don't want people to really know that, because people would soon have out of them. The baby died. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bulk of it. You know what I mean? But I just was like, damn, you know, I'm just thinking about the chemical, how they chemically induce us with this shit. And you wonder why all the time, like, why are we not winning? Why we know we should, you know, why we know we should why do we have a right? We got a right to a righteous rage and aggression, but somehow we don't have the power to sum it up and get done what needs to be done. You can't get to the board. You can't get to the ball game. So I wanted to read that to the family. You know, if y'all got any questions, I'll read any other part, read it again, and we go from there. Black Power. All right, everybody don't chime in at once. Everybody don't chime in at once. But, y'all see what I'm saying? And Brother Brian Hebrew, the point came across what you're speaking on, the pineal gland. How fluoride helps calcify the pineal gland. That's why we got to get out to that sun gazing again. All right, now, let's see, family. What they do out there? Black Power, Black Power, Black Power. All right, now. That was Brother Scott Whitaker, and, you know, he just went over a little different points on fluoride. Just, and as I said, man, I'm just looking at that, and I'm like, damn, man, yo, the effects. Brother says, listen to this. Listen, man. Any person who drinks fluoridated water for a period of 1 year or more will never again be the same person, mentally, physically, or spiritually. Now, listen, that's a hard statement right there. Straight like that. That's a hard-ass statement to me. So, when you make that, man, that's what we see, and we see the results of all of that year after year. But we got to push that propaganda. Now, we got to push that. We got to put that good work. Make sure that.
Hey, I just wanted to say, do you think the filtered water is safe? I mean, well, it still provides fluoride even though it's filtered?
All right, well, you got to make sure, like, most of the filters that you can get out of, you know, the Walmarts, the Targets, and stuff like that, they're not gonna be effective in filtering fluoride. You really got to look for one that has specifics towards filtering fluoride. They take out some toxins, but the fluoride is one that they, you know, it's the industry, so they're allowing people to make certain things. So, you know, you'll commercially put out a filter that can remove all these other toxins. But why fluoride? As the brother was stating, you know, when the mind state has been fluoride is good for you, and the campaign started well over 50, 60 years ago. So I'm gonna look. We probably could Google one, more than likely. You know, after that, I got a pretty good one, but I'm gonna have to make sure. You know.
Well, the bottled water, you think that's safe enough for that?
Oh no, I wouldn't trust it. I don't trust none of that bottled water. They don't have no reason not to just turn the tap on and just give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain bottled water, you know, you can, like, I'm going to tell you, right, I used to get the Fiji water, and you can actually taste the difference in the hard or the softness of the water. So they might have been doing a good thing with the water. But, I do know that I wouldn't trust their bottled waters like that. Like, I utilize them. I utilize it because, like, I'm in this. You feel me? We all in this shit. It's hard to hide from everything. So you got to trust. Sometimes we putting our trust into the devil. You know what I mean? We putting our trust into the enemy. When you put your trust into the enemy, you know, some things might go good, but a lot of things going to go bad. That's how I look at it, Queen. I'm not here nor there. It's, you know, I'm definitely going to look for a filter that's better. You know, I'm looking for one right now. Flouride. All right, they got some. Hey, let me see. Hold up. Remove fluoride. All right, they got Pure Earth Technology cell one. Got to get up here and check it out.
Yeah, I see one by Propor, something. Propor.
Oh, matter of fact, this is the one we got right here. Oh, yeah, this is the one I got. Matter of fact, I got to order me a new filter. Oh, okay. Let's share. We got one of them.
What do we say?
Yeah, this is the one we got right here. All right, this is, let me see. This is, what's product number? So this is the product, this is the one that we got. This is a double counter. Triple countertop. We got the single. We ain't got no double countertops right though.
So that one eliminates a lot of the fluoride?
Yeah, this is a fluoride. These are specifically made to make sure it filter fluoride, even though it does it does the basic filtering of the water, how, you know, what you would normally, you know what I'm saying, what you would normally expect, moving the leads and the different arsenics and stuff like that. You know, it does that also. You know, mercury. So it's able to remove them. We're also able to remove fluoride. It's called CTD-FL. That's the model number. It's from pureearth.com, but Pure got a little bar in between. Pure and Earth. Not an underscore, but a little, you know what I'm saying, break bar between them. So, yeah, y'all check that out. But and that's one that I found there. Look almost identical to the one that I have. They got several different kinds. Some that go up under the sink. Some that's on top of the sink. But I definitely I'm going to check mine again and see exactly what it is. And if it's not, I'm going to purchase me a brand new one and just make sure that that's one that I have. Because I don't even cook without running the filter. I don't use filtered water to cook everything. I don't use the water out the tap, except for washing up. Now, you know, they put so much shit in the damn water. They come in you're getting acid rain and fluoridated water. So, you're like, damn, which one should I use? But that's a pill or fluoride. Like I said, I seen that. I was like, yo, that really just the understanding, just the breakdown. I was like, yo, and I looked at a couple different links that just showed the overwhelming amount of evidence that states that this stuff is a poison and will kill you, or at least over time it'll kill you because you get small increments. But because the fact it's a type of toxin that builds up in your blood, it builds up in your body, it's just, we becoming less and less aggressive. You becoming more and more. Now we look at our elders and we see they get older and they become more and more passive. The older they get, because that shit built up in them. Damn. They more and more just like, yo, turn over another leaf. Do something different. So do anybody got anything else, any questions, anything else you want to add on? The line is open for the family out there. You know what it is. It's Think Tank Thursday. This is Brother Born. It's Free on the Ground. Radio.
Brother Boss, what'd you say the name of that filter was again, man?
The name of the chemist?
The one you said, the one you say you had.
What was the name of the what that I said I had?
The water filter.
Yeah, I ain't looking at my water filter, so I don't know. It looked like the one that's on this that was on this website though.
Oh, okay.
Pure/earth, not like but dash pure-earth.com. It looked like that one. The one that's up there.
Pure-earth.
You said share it? What did you say do with that, Brother Tim?
I'm just trying to see what it looked like. I can't find to see what it looks like. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just trying to see what it looks like.
Listen, right? It looked like a cylinder. You know what I mean? Like a white cylinder. A tall, like, cylinder, like, it looked like them old 1 liter bottles. Remember how they used to have the old 1 liter bottles that used to be tall and skinny?
Yeah.
It's like that, upside down. It's like one of them. It looked like that, but it's all white.
How it work? You just run your water through it?
Yeah, you hook your...
Or you pour your water into it and...
So you hook your sink, you hook your faucet to it. And you know what I'm saying? You can either run your faucet water or run that. It got a little valve you pull in and out.
Okay, I dig it.
So that's how that shit works. But yeah, it's been working well for me for a while. I definitely know the difference. If you take that regular sink water, that water out that filter tastes way different. So the filter I had, I know I need a new one. But it's good for 2,000 gallons. Excellent. 2,000 gallons. Get a lot of water out of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, y'all got to check that. Be wary. I know a lot of our people still use the Flouride toothpastes and all that stuff. Still giving them to your kids. These jokers said, man, they actually said that if your teeth was mottled and brown and discolored from the fluoride a little bit, that helped prevent cavities. If your teeth was fucked up, you won't get no cavities.
That's crazy. You know, man, I mean, before you spoke on that, Brother Boy, man, I didn't even, you know what I'm saying, think it, because, I mean, I know, don't drink the water out the sink, You know what I'm saying? I did like the Queen try to get some bottled water. You know what I'm saying? But even that though, I mean, still in my head, I'm thinking, shit. Well, all they gotta do is fuck up the bottled water. You know what I'm saying? So what do? You feel me?
A lot of the bottled water.
I'm gonna definitely have to check into that filter, man. I didn't really even put no thought into that.
Right, y'all. Yeah. Now you gotta have a filter in your house, man. But you got to have a filter in your house. You do. That's just be something nowadays. That's just got to be a natural thing. You know they're poisoning you. This ain't like guesswork. We ain't guessing. Know what I mean? Ain't nobody just. This ain't no game. We know you poison us. We know that's exactly what you'll do. You'll poison us to kill us. With no problem at all, man. Have no motherfucking. You know what I mean? With no. Without second thought. So when you're dealing with people that you know do you like that, man, you got to come correct or don't come at all.
I say.
They definitely gonna put that. You know, they definitely gonna put it down on it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna look forward to bringing a Dennis song though, man, because I read something in another section on root canal and on how Dennis can't tell certain shit, can't tell the people certain things that will fuck them up, because if they do, they can be sued. You know what I'm saying? The government make these motherfuckers sign on and shut the fuck up or get sued. Y'all, let me say this though to y'all. This is something that y'all, son say, 98% of everybody who get a root canal get cancer.
Damn.
Y'all hear me? 98% of everybody who get a root canal get cancer. They trying to fucking kill us, man. And they not playing, they fucking doing it. They enacting every step. Yo, the Queen just had to get a tooth pulled. They gave her a root canal. I read that shit. Yo, listen. Oh, man. I read it. And then, you know, and then I remember she went and got, I was like, yo, you got the root canal? So I'm reading this shit. Oh, man, hell no. The shit, listen. If you get a root canal, your tooth automatically fill up with bacteria, whichever tooth they cut. Now, Dr. Whitaker states that you can have gotten 3 root canals and have 3 separate viral bacteria or whatever, 3 separate different type of fucking infections going on at once.
One time. That's crazy.
And then you just get hit with them. Boom, boom, boom. Them shit just start fucking you up. You know what I'm saying? Then the homegirl said one of her partners, he went to go get 2 teeth pulled that he had a root canal on. The poison in the motherfucking teeth got out and went down his motherfucking throat, closed his motherfucking throat off in the motherfucking doctor's office, man, and killed him.
So it has to be like a period of time that it's set and do all that poison, you know. Like he must have had, it must have been a long time before he started pulling the root canal, before he died, you know, before they pulled it and he died.
Now the poison, because he had 2 of them that they pulled at once, so he got 2 different infections in his mouth already.
That's it.
Now the infection starts setting in about it. Let me hold on.
No, what I'm saying is that you know, it has to happen like a month ago I had gotten a root canal, so it has to be years before it set, like the poison could set in, or do it happen immediately, or you know?
I wouldn't say that it'd be years. I would this is what they saying. It traps up in the tooth, right? I'm gonna read it. Falsehood number 4, page 108 from Medicine, Dr. Scott Whitaker. Many chronic diseases. Hold up. Falsehood number 4, root canals are a safe operation. Many chronic diseases perhaps are a result of root canal surgery. Root canals trap anaerobic cancer-causing bacteria in the tooth. Once in the tooth, bacteria can eat through the enamel into the dentine and pulp and create festering pockets of microbes that can travel through the veins, cranial nerves, or lymph passages throughout the entire body. The results are head pain, neuritis, mental illness, depression, hyperactivity, and chronic fatigue syndrome. Oh, no, not my bad, not 98%. 95% of root canal patients develop cancer. Approximately 24 million root canal operations are performed annually in the United States. Nearly every dentist is oblivious to the serious health risks this operation produces. Dr. Weston Price, who traveled worldwide studying the teeth, diets, and bones of native populations living without the benefits of Western modern food, learned that their primitive tribes had perfect teeth without cavity or gum disease and had no bone diseases. Dr. Price learned after thousands of animal studies that a root canal tooth is always infected, regardless of its appearance and lack of symptoms. When Dr. Price took a root canal tooth of a patient who had a chronic disease and placed his tooth in an animal, the patient became well and the animal developed the same illness the patient had previously suffered from. The patient whose root canal tooth was placed in an animal not only became well, they became well in 24 to 48 hours. This research completely changes the way allopathic physicians need to think about disease causation. Every root canal infection may have a different bacteria residing in it. Thus, the individual who has 3 root canals could have 3 different infectious organisms continuously seeding the bloodstream. This could result in 3 different degenerative diseases simultaneously affecting this person. Dr. Price learned that most common bacteria infecting a root canal tooth were Streptococcus, Staphylococcus, spirochetes, and fungi were also frequently identified. These bacteria cause many oral and dental illnesses as well as enormous degenerative diseases in other parts of the body. Dentine, dense tissue formed under the enamel, make up 95% of the structure of a tooth. It has the appearance of solid stone-like structure. The tissue of the dentine consists of very fine tubules. Undamaged dentine tubules contain a nutrient-dense fluid that keeps the teeth alive and healthy. These nutrients reach the tooth by artery, which is accompanied by a nerve and vein in the root canal. When a tooth becomes decayed or injured, conventional dentistry encourages the use of mercury poison amalgams, which serves to protect the tooth from ongoing decay or injury. If the decay is neglected or not discovered until it has spread into the root canal, the bacterial infection begins to rapidly engulf the nerve and blood vessel of that root canal. Once inside the root canal, bacteria enter the dentine, which spread to the rest of the body. The bacteria, spirochetes, and fungi have become established in a new home where they're free to multiply and grow impediments. All right. Dr. Price found that one of the 100 disinfectants, that not one of 100 disinfectants were able to penetrate and sterilize the dentine. Neither are any antibiotics capable of sterilizing root canals. Some dentists are convinced that the removal of pulp and packing the root canal cavity with a disinfecting substance blocks the supply of nutrients to the dentine tubules, ensuring eradication of infection. This does not occur. Once established in the root canal, the bacteria become capable of mutating and changing their form. Price found out that established root canal bacterial organisms became virulent and their toxins became dangerous. A German oncologist named Joseph Essel was able to confirm these observations of Dr. Price. He learned that the toxins released from these root canal bacteria were closely related to the chemicals used by Germans in World War I to create mustard gas. Is desire, let me see, the ability to mutate relates to the genetic capabilities. Oh, all right, hold on. The ability of bacteria to mutate and change the root canals is the same process occurring in bacteria after exposure to antibiotics. The changes bacteria are able to undergo to permit them to become resistant to antibiotics, anti-life, that previously had no difficulty killing them. The ability to mutate relates to the genetic capabilities in the bacteria. On the other hand, natural substances do not result in bacterial resistance because natural substances do not produce any genetic changes in the bacteria. The desires of endodontics to pressure and save root canal teeth is commendable. However, far too often the tooth is saved but the patient dies. This happens because of false confidence in the ability of disinfectant substances used to sterilize the root canal tooth. Their myopic view of this problem is ignoring the presence of live bacteria in dentine tubules. Some intelligent, open-minded dentists have begun to try to solve the problem of universal infection of root canals. These individuals are using colloidal silver, garlic, calcium oxide therapy from France, and prayer as solutions to this infectious problem. All right, Black Power. That's the end of that set right there, man. And from what I'm reading, when you got your root canal, your tooth was already hurting, right?
Yes.
All right, then your tooth was already infected then. So when they did the root canal, it just trapped the infection right there inside of the tooth. And
I was on well actually they gave me 3 different kinds of antibiotics. One of the antibiotics I was allergic to, I started getting the blisters in my mouth and everything. That was with the first. No. Matter of fact, I had pains for the first dentist, and they gave me that the antibiotic, and that gave me blisters. But they never did a root canal. It was pending.
Well, yeah, then you already had an infection in your tooth already.
Yeah, so I had pain. Mm-hmm. But you know what I wanted to say about you said it's these you said it's 95% of people that die. So if we could read the studies of how many people die.
That's not what I said. Hold on. I said 95% of the people who get root canals catch cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, my bad.
And it's they say it's specifically breast cancer too. That's just and what's crazy what I'm reading, Brother Boy, they said they knew this shit since 1925, man.
Hold up. What, 25 or 45?
25, man. They said, look, man, there are 24 million root canals done in the U.S. alone every year. They were proven deadly disease agents in 1925 in a study by Dr. Weston Price and 50 prominent researchers. That study has been suppressed ever since by the ADA, which is American Drug Administration. That's devil shit, my nigga. They horns are showing, man. Devilish, man. Come on, my nigga.
God damn. They knew this. Damn. Listen, man.
So in other words, since I gotten it taken out today, that my body can heal from. Well, actually,
because the infection is fester inside the tooth and then go inside your body. Right now, as long as you can put,
Yeah, because they gave me more antibiotics, but this time I chose the one that I want. I don't like I have amoxicillin, but I don't like the penicillin because the antibiotics give you yeast and stuff, and amoxicillin it's better than penicillin.
All right.
Yeah.
Look, if you really want to make sure you're getting the antibiotic, you got clove, garlic, coconut oil. Them is antibiotics. Ain't no doubt about it. Them real deal antibiotics. They're going to do it.
Right. And you know what? I was like, Dad, I don't want to take it, but I took 2 today. But the first dosage was the clove, and I was like, you know what? I should just continue with the clove and start taking the pills because I don't want to deal with no yeast or anything because that mess is crazy.
Yeah, well, that's the other side effect that you get from taking these medicines. They always give you some type of extra body. They're doing something. They're chemically inducing some other shit inside your body. What? Black power to the people out there. Black power family. See y'all out there in the grind.
Yeah, brother, boy, that's some craziness, man.
It's definitely crazy, man. I'm like...
Do you think like this is just another thing, man? Just like the fluoride, this is another thing that they are telling us, man, is good for you, man. You feel me?
Now, listen, right? Yo, I'm talking to one of my peoples about this, right? And I'm like, yo, listen, right? Now, they knew about the fluoride 39 years ago that it wasn't worth shit. I mean, in 1939. 70 years ago, damn near. You know what I'm saying? So shit, plus 70 plus. 75, 76 years. 77. God damn. 77 fucking years ago, son. They knew that this was some bullshit. I had a trial in the 1940s. Knew it was some bullshit. Had a trial during the 40s. Made the motherfucker confess in the 50s.
Knew it was some bullshit the whole time.
They didn't confess to it. You understand? 60 years later, you can't tell nobody that shit is bad. Niggas like, what? Knowing this is a lying-ass science. But if they went back and told you that it was wrong, they'd get, you know how many lawsuits they going to get? People, you know what I mean? People going to sue the fuck out, son.
For real, man. Because that's in every goddamn toothpaste.
They suing state, city, feds, everybody. You understand?
And you said in all the waters.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Doctors just fucked all up. All these people in industries fucked all up. Just got to overturn a lot of stuff. And people get paid just to do that. So
it's almost what they said is it's cheaper to keep the lie going. Is that what they said? Cheaper to keep the goddamn lie going.
It's more profitable. It's more shekels. More shekels going. You know what I mean? The shekels. You got to get more shekels. It don't matter what we're doing as long as we get the shekels. Because regardless of what? Because, listen, what's going to happen? If you stop, look, right? Aluminum is a major product. Motherfuckers making aluminum. Now, fluoride is the major byproduct. If you really shut it down in America and say, look, we stopping this fluoride thing going into the water and all this, that, and the third. You know what type of pressure that's going to put on the people who already got these businesses that use this shit? Man, that's what I'm saying.
Niggas is crashing. Niggas shit is gonna crash.
Mm-hmm.
All them businesses, man.
The whole industry will crash. Listen, just them two things alone to find out about the fluoride. Bad enough. But to find about the fluoride and the motherfucking root canals.
Root canals, man.
This shit will
kill. Bro.
If they let this out, it'll kill the industry. And niggas be wondering why I question this shit about evolution. I said, nigga, because they can't change the science once they laid it out. It'll fuck them up.
Yep. I say. Because these motherfuckers saying right here, 24 million, they do 24 million of them a year.
24 million.
Shit, you take 24 million, you know they charging out the ass for one of them motherfuckers. You take that man say, you changing that, you know what I'm saying?
I would say at the
niggas gonna start starving. Some of them motherfuckers, some of them crackers gonna start starving, man.
And listen, man, at the cheapest, a root canal, the total procedure is gonna be like $1,500, man. For surgery.
Well, it ain't gonna make them starve, but it's gonna make their pockets hurt a little bit.
No, listen though, that's what they major in doing though. They majoring in root canals, man. I'm telling you, listen, man. They try to tell the queen, man. They try to give her like them, and listen, man. Just keep coming back, man. Just keep doing the root canal a little bit at a time. These motherfuckers is majoring, getting paid off of that shit. They don't want to pull your teeth. Queen went to go get her tooth pulled. She's like, yo, listen, fuck that. I want my tooth pulled. And I'm talking to her about it. She, nah, I want my tooth pulled. These motherfuckers is discussing whether or not they want to pull her tooth. They acting like she can't get her tooth motherfucking pulled.
Man, the more I'm reading this shit is just crazy, brother boy, man. So they say since the microbes do not originate in the root canal. Hold on, this is what the whole thing says. It says, what is interesting about the quote is 100% of the breast cancer patients had root canals or other infections on the same acupuncture meridian. Since the microbes do not originate in the root canal, what this implies is that breast cancer cannot form without the assistance of the metals and the microbes coming from the root canals.
That's what I'm saying, that they know what time it is, man. They're doing this to us on purpose. And we so doped up. We so doped up that we know what we can't even do. We can't even figure out what to do. We can't even stay aggressive long enough. That's, yo, listen, this one of the perfect poisons, man.
And you said that guy's name was Wesley Price, right? Wesley Price?
Yeah, that's Price. It's the same.
That's what we're talking about, isn't it? That's what the...
Yeah, same white boy. Same white boy. He used the same, he used the same reference. He used the same reference, man.
Nigga say he took a tooth out the damn... He took the tooth that had the root canal in it and put it inside of a rabbit. And the rabbit ended up getting the damn disease. Shit, man. Goddamn.
Rabbit ended up catching goddamn hoof and mouth disease.
Oh, man, this shit crazy, bro.
Son, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, listen, you got to get that out, man. You can't. Yeah. If you done got a root canal family.
They said when Price did the shit, took the tooth out and gave the tooth to the rabbit, the human started getting cured, and the rabbit got the disease. Man, that's some crazy shit.
That's what they said. Yeah, that's what they said in 2 days. In 2 days, 24 to 48 hours, the human was back good. They say here, they say the animal. So they talking about a rabbit. So the rabbit got good. I mean, the rabbit got bad, human got good.
What they just said could help is baking soda or 3% food grade hydrogen peroxide mouthwash. Yeah, but now he said, nah, that ain't no help because most root canals have caps on them, so this idea won't work. that shit crazy.
Oh.
They go back to what Brother Mikarai said at times, though, man. It was a while back. He said, man, you know, the people can just say they just doing their job, man. They just doing their job, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ponytail, did y'all just hear me? Because my phone hung up.
Do what?
I said my phone had hung up. I didn't know if y'all heard me or not.
No, we didn't hear you, Chris.
About I said that's the reason why I gotten the tooth out, because it's like, why would you have something dead in your mouth? Or, you know what I'm saying? If it's something dead, you got to get it out, because of course it's going to do something decaying.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another reason why I really got in and out.
You know, that was the smart move to get it done. That was a smart move, because it needed to be out. You know what I mean? We gotta, you know, we just gotta watch ourselves, and every chance that we get that we can sharpen ourselves up and just take, you know, this is about shaking the devil off of your planet, right? You just gotta take a little bit here, a little bit there, man. Just get rid of it. You gotta be getting rid of it every chance you can get. Guys be wondering why I don't be eating. Man, I don't be wanting to eat. I'm killing myself. Even when I try to eat the good shit, I'm killing myself. I can't even put no dressing on that. I don't know what the fuck to use. They put dressing on salad. I can't even eat salad. That ain't right. This ain't right.
Well, you can make your own homemade dressing.
What you say, Brother Bourne? The peace and love family. What you say, Brother Bourne? The letters ain't right. You don't know what to. You don't know what to put. You don't know what to use to make it, because it's all fake, huh? Black Power family.
Black Power.
Black Power, Queen. Black Power.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to eat the carrots, and they said, man, these carrots hybrid. Nigga, them ain't no real carrots. Nah, the carrots ain't no good, man. Oatmeal, I'm eating the oatmeal. They oatmeal gonna bind you up. They give mucus. What the fuck? Oatmeal ain't no good either. Wait up.
Nigga don't know what the goddamn do.
Yeah, so you know, I eat the oatmeal at night, right? Every night. That was my thing every night. I go to $5 or whatever, bowl of oatmeal and lay down on it. You killing yourself with that. Man, I'm killing what? I'm killing
what?
The oats, the Quaker oats, man. These ain't no, I ain't using the bullshit oats. I'm using the Quaker. I got the white man on the front of my box. What y'all talking about? Nah. Good. Wheat bread ain't no good no more. Nothing.
He's right. You right. You right, brother.
Bullshit now. I tried to get some fish. We eating the fish, you know. I'm thinking I'm doing my thing, you know. Listen, right? So you know, I done went through the tilapia thing. I was eating the tilapia a long time ago. This is a long time ago. So,
yeah.
Man, you can't eat no tilapia. Why? Tilapia, that's a motherfucking catfish and a flounder. That's a. I said, what? I told her. Then I started looking for this shit. Let me see if I can catch a tilapia. Where can I catch tilapia at? So I mean, I want to catch these motherfucking fish. I look. You can't catch that fish nowhere. It ain't nowhere in the wild. I said, oh.
Exactly. Yeah.
Damn, I said, God damn. So, you know, I'm going to fish my own self. So, you know, I'm at the motherfucking fishing lake. You know, they look, you know, the fishing pond, it's all right. But it's a sign on the motherfucking tree next to the fishing pond. Warning, mercury. What the fuck?
Radiation, yeah.
God damn.
Wait a minute. But now listen though, it ain't telling me about the fish inside the lake. It's telling me don't go fishing at the lighthouse and no shit like that. Don't fish over 20 pounds. If it's over 20 pounds, you can only eat one of them fish a year. Oh no, 10 pounds. If it's over 10 pounds, you can only eat one a year. One a year. Motherfuckers out there catching the man, motherfucking Mexicans catching them shit every day. I can eat one fish a year if I catch these motherfuckers. What the fuck? How much mercury is in this shit? You can't eat. They even telling you the fish that you catch it in the freshwater fish. You can't eat but 3 of them a week. So, nigga, I'm not fucking nigga. I'm catching 30, 40 fish, nigga. What you talking about 3 a week? I mean, a week, nigga. What y'all talking about, nigga? Fish at breakfast every day. What are you talking about? Man, they killing us for everything. They don't got no respect for nothing. At all, man. So, you know, and this
like when Bible Quakers say they got us trapped in a sandwich, nigga. Shit.
Yeah, we put some balance and like so. That's what I'm saying. Like reading the thing about the fluoride, it just really put me in the perspective of our chemical imbalance. So like when I look at my people and I be wondering why the fuck they not fighting, now I'm like, oh shit. Like, damn, these people mentally can't fight. They mind fucked up. Like, we going to have a whole new motherfucking generation, man. We going to have to do as best as we can, put up the fight with the, yo, listen, man, I'm damn near 40, man. I don't know a time when I didn't have fluoridated water. You understand?
Yep.
So now, if there's some shit that after 1 year it fucks you up mentally, physically, and these days spiritually, this in 1 year, just using it 1 year, man, we 30, 40 years, 30 years in, 20 years using it. What the fuck? Son.
How you supposed to reverse that shit?
Son. It's irreversible. This shit is irreversible. Some say this is some irreversible shit. This is for the rest of your life. Your shit changed.
Because if you try to start growing your own food, and they find out too many of us are actually growing our own foods in our own backyards, they'll start poisoning the dirt as if they haven't already. You know.
What? That's what I'm saying. Like you saying that, I live over here in New Haven, New Orleans. Now I live right outside the poison zone. Right. They got like a poison zone here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They used to dump toxic waste and shit.
That's right.
Because they used to manufacture guns here. All the waste and shit they used to dump down the fucking street. So these motherfuckers built a school on top of the toxic waste dump.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck, man? Come on,
that's just like in New Orleans, where I was born and raised. The debris and things from Hurricane Betsy and Hurricane Camille was pushed on this specific site, and they zoned it off. And then in 1969, Betsy was 65, Camille was 69. I was born in 70. In 71, they developed a low-income housing development for people to, they working class families, they can pay a certain amount of money. They built these houses on top of this toxic landfill. They built the school on top of the toxic landfill. They had the recreational gym on top of the toxic landfill. The baseball field, everything was on top of the landfill. And then they started to build these single-family homes, which my parents purchased one. So we've been dealing with this lawsuit since 93, and they really handling people really bad, because they know that the water was poisoned. They know that a lot of things was poisoned there. I used to wonder when I used to grow a little girl, 7, 8 years old, growing corn and okra and bell peppers in the backyard. I used to wonder when I dig, I always came up with this plastic or this glass, because we were living on top of a toxic landfill. And anybody that wants to pull that up and verify, they can check it out. You can look under the website under Agriculture Street Landfill. Agriculture Street Landfill. That's in New Orleans, Louisiana. And you can check out the case and kind of follow it and see where we are. But, yeah, that's what they did us. They tried to kill us. You see?
People out here, this must be their MO, you know what I'm saying, because they built a school, they built a recreational center, they built a baseball gym, baseball-like field and shit. All shit. You know what I'm saying? What they start doing, though, then they build houses on the shit, right?
Yep.
The Jews used to live here, but once they start really putting in a lot of this manufacturing, the Jews start moving out. So when they start really dumping hard and doing this shit, you know what I mean? The Jews was moving out. Black people was moving in. So the black people bought the land, and they bought the land right on top of the fucking waste, right next door to the waste. I'm talking about, it's like a fucking, it's like a goddamn 100 times, you like, more than 50 times more likely to catch cancer over there in the area.
Right. That's right. Yep. Lots of people caught cancer. A girl that died named Sharon. She was 16 years old. She died from cancer. Her mom is suing the city of New Orleans, the school board, everything. It's, you know, people are very sick to this day behind living on that landfill.
Finally closed the school down. They took and raised some of the houses, put new dirt on top of the landfill. Then put the houses back on top. Took the baseball field now. They didn't put, because the people sued this shit, so they done been paid off. Now they put a whole, didn't dig nothing out. Just threw a whole bunch of more dirt on top of the motherfucking baseball field and made a whole new one to make it look nice and pretty. And so it looked so pretty that people forget this is already toxic goddamn dump. The school sitting across the street, blocked off. You can't go into the school. You can't go into the rec center. This shit is like the hazard. It's a fucking hazard. You can't go over there. I mean, the police always sitting over there to keep people out of that shit. So this is a whole other, like, you know, this is not just one type of instance. This is, you know, these are the things that we have to bring to our people. And they got to understand that it ain't just one thing. You know, this is how we know that we're dealing with an enemy. Because if it wasn't an enemy, you know, we could say, oh, that one thing right there, they did, man, it might be by accident.
Nah, but you seeing that shit over and over.
Yeah, but when you see it in several different fucking fields and areas and they just continuously do it, then goddamn, man, you got to say this, they fucking M.O. This is what they do.
And this is what I'm seeing right here with what the Queen talking about. They fucking gave the shit a clean bill of health in 2013, bro. They gave that shit a clean. Get the fuck out of here, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
That shit is crazy, my nigga. That mean they just playing on goddamn.
So many people have passed since that lawsuit went into effect. So many people have died. So many people have become elderly. People, you know, some people, because, you know, in the same community, you had a section where you had people who were renters, and then you had the section where people were homeowners. They bought these homes and things like that. So much has transpired, you know, since this has went on, and it's ongoing. It's ongoing right now. You know, we still haven't come to a resolve with this. I mean, my father passed December of 2014. So, I mean, you know, this is what we got, what we're dealing with. You know, with a lot of people who are in that lawsuit, you know, lots of them have forgotten. I mean, they're trying to make it so that so many of us have gone on to different lives or either died or ascended. You know, they just wanted to die out. That's what they want to do since they rearranged the system.
Nobody even say nothing.
Yep.
They said we can wait them out. We got enough money to just tie it up in court. We'll wait
Yep.
them out. Yeah, no, that's what they do. That's what they do with class action lawsuits like that. Right now, you know what I'm saying, we got a couple people we trying to look at filing the motherfucking class action lawsuit against the city, the state, and the federal government, man, for having a gun range in our community for over 30 years, man. You call it post-traumatic stress disorder in the goddamn community, man. You call it to be fucked up. There's no way that kids should be in school 10, 11 o'clock, and you hear the goddamn guns whopping off, whop, 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 to 3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? From like 10 to, no, I'll say probably about 10 to 2:30, 3 o'clock, they whopping off. They right in between. It was an elementary school here, but now it's a high school, and they moved the elementary school into the middle school, and so now it's a middle school / elementary, a high school, 2 high schools, matter of fact. Within, I'm talking about easy sound range. Easy. The high school and the high school is fucking. You could be at the gun range and throw a rock to the fucking high school, and not to have no strong ass arm. Like, oh man, you got a strong arm. No.
That's crazy.
No, nigga, throw that shit. You right there in the motherfucking parking lot. Throw it across the street. You hit the grass where the goddamn high school at. You know what I'm saying? This shit right on top of it. Son, they was out the other day, whopping on so hard, I had to go get my... I really thought they was coming. This is my word, son. I was outside, all right, today is Monday. Outside, and I hear this shit going on. Boom, boom, boom. Now, this shit, now it's starting to bust off. Like, I'm hearing it, and this shit sounded closer and closer. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, that shit sound close. I'm like, that shit sound way closer than normal. Like, know what I mean? Like, this shit don't sound like they inside the motherfucking gun right. That sound like that's right there on the Ave. Like, that shit is close as it's supposed to be. I go in the house, get the pistol, and come back outside, because I'm, what the fuck going on, nigga? I got to make sure, I don't know what's going on, but my motherfucking instincts say, nigga, yo, somebody shooting that hard, nigga, you need to have something on you to shoot back, because you don't know what's happening. And so I'm listening, and like, these niggas got automatic shotguns over here, busting this shit off, son. This shit's so fucking loud. Yo, I'm 1, 2, I'm 2, 3, I'm 3 good blocks away from the motherfucking gun range. This shit clear as fuck. Doom, doom, doom. I was on the phone with Brother Little, and I was like, damn, I wonder if he can hear that shit. But because we on the phone, he couldn't hear it. But if I'd have went to the corner of where I lived at, if I went to the corner, he would have been able to hear it.
Who's going, Big A? You like to go back to the Testament?
Somebody told me.
Big A tatted right there. You got like tatted on his hand. Then you got rainbow tatted on your leg.
Yeah, if you talk to somebody in the background, mute the line. All right, clear. Thank you very much. But like I said though, you hear this, and this shit right on top of you, like yo, and the people walking around, like my man, he just moved in the neighborhood, but he been in the neighborhood probably about 4 months, like you know what I'm saying. So he done finally got used to it. So the same day he come up, and I'm like, yo, you hear that? He's like, what? I'm like, you don't hear them shots going on? He's like, I ain't hear nothing. So now we walk up the street. As soon as we start walking, he hears the shit going off. I hear it, doom, 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 doom. Yo, I hear it now. He was like, yo, I ain't paying no attention to it. He said, me and my wife, when we first moved in, we was like, damn, what the fuck? Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Regular. Like, what the fuck is that? He said, well, after a while, it was all right, whatever. He said, yo, man, I just got used to it. And I see. I said, automatically, that show that something happened to you fucked up. That's a psychosis, nigga. You don't supposed to get used to gunfire. You don't supposed to get used to hearing it and not automatically start to want to get, your reflexes are supposed to get up. Your adrenaline's supposed to rise a little bit. You're supposed to be preparing to protect yourself because you know that shit is the sound of death.
That's safe.
You don't do that no longer. When you just hear it and you just keep walking, like people is walking, they walking their dogs, kids is playing. Nobody pays attention to it. It's so prevalent. Nobody pays attention to it. Nobody.
I would say if you goddamn me, if
I'm gonna take
if you really went through some kind of traumatic or any kind of same like experience that should have fucked you up. I don't give a damn. That nigga he just blind to some shit or something. I don't know.
Listen, son.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn, bro. Shit.
Can't do
niggas
that.
gotta walking close to you, man. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, watch. I'm gonna let you. One day I'm gonna go over there. I think I might got a video. I'm about to post it. I think I got a video where I was at the bus stop in front of the school.
Never leave home without it. Go ahead, Brother B.
I'm gonna post a video. I think I got one where I was in front of the school when you hear him busting. I said, damn, look at this. And I'm talking about this shit is right on top of you. This shit clear as fuck. Right there at the school. I had a girl go there. My homegirl sister. Her daughter. I was the homegirl daughter. Yo, listen. You be hearing them gunshots busting off at the when you were at school? She was like, what you talking about? I don't know gunshots. I was like, you don't hear them gunshots busting off. She said, oh, the gun range. She said, yeah, I hear that. But it's the police. They should be able to do that. It's the police. What we supposed to say? They got to practice. I said, oh my God.
That's like the intimidation of the community, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For them to have that shit right there, like, you know, that's come on, God. That's craziness, man.
Right in the community, weak, man. This is a fucking threat, man. I take this as a threat. Ain't no way I can't take this as a threat. I got to. If not, I'm thinking slow. If I don't take this as a threat, I'm thinking slow. Something wrong with me. This is a motherfucking viable threat, nigga. It's critical, it'll be critical condition. Messing around with these jokes. So, yo, man, I'm dealing with that. I'm over here all bugged out because, like, what happened was I ain't heard it in a while, and they were supposed to move the gun range. And so, after hearing it again like that, man, and hearing them jokers busting that shit off, that shit put me on edge, right? I said, oh, my God, man. Because, like,
they told y'all they moved the gun range, bro?
They were supposed to move it. Listen, man, I ran up on the governor 4 years ago, ran up on him about the gun range. You know what I'm saying? And they got the money, whoop. All right, clear. Now, just about a month ago, I was up on one of these city workers, you know what I'm saying, one of these politicians, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, what's going on with this gun range, man? I know you hear this shit going on, man. You live here in the neighborhood. Well, yeah. You know, it don't supposed to go on for another 2 weeks. Then it's done. Then they gonna move it. All right. It's over a month later now. In 2 weeks, though, it did stop. Like, it seemed like it stopped for a while. But son, that shit opened up this week. And they opened up with a whole new aggression. They opened up with a new aggression with some shit way bigger than whatever the fuck was jumping over there before. They opened up with a whole new aggression. So, you know, it just make me know that, listen, you better stay on your thing, man. Stay right,
man.
Get wrong. Like, this shit's perfect for you to understand that we at war. Like, the whole way the situation's set up is perfect. You know you at war when you come through here. You hear that shit ringing like that, you know, oh, what the fuck? What's that? Nigga,
they gotta know what that does to the people psychologically, though, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have this, they had to know that shit.
Yeah, that's why we try. That's why we try to sue them, because they got, you know, it's just, it's a foreseeable danger, man. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be able to foresee that shit. There's no way they can foresee that shit would be detrimental in the community. So since somebody should have foreseeable understanding of that, then they owe everybody in the fucking community. And whether or not we get it, that's something totally different. But it's about making the people understand that, listen, this is what they're doing to you. And, oh, man, you can't let people do this to you. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. You can't let people just do this. You can't let them just walk like this.
I say.
That's what the word is. You know what I mean? Get them more politically savvy to understand that this shit ain't supposed to be done to you. Then maybe you might want to fight back. But black power to everybody on the line. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's Think Tank Thursday. We're just chopping it up. What's going on, Brother Little? See you out there doing the do. Is that the sister out there, Black Power? Is that you out there, Sister Camille?
Black Power, Brother Born. Black Power family.
I'm Black Power.
Queen.
Queen, Black Power.
Yeah. All right. How y'all doing tonight, fella? You know, we just, like I said, the discussion was on fluoride, and us taking this fluoride really being chemically induced to our own motherfucking death. You know what I'm saying? Just a little information in regards to that, and we just stepped over into a couple of different things. But you know, the overall, what we have to do is you know, separation is key. You know, have to separate. You know what I mean? For a amount of time to be able to do something with our own fucking self. You know what I mean? And that might not mean that we all can get together and be on some separate land, but you got to separate your motherfucking mouth, your mind, and your goddamn body from this motherfucking beast, man. We got to separate ourselves from this beast, from just being totally dependent. You know what I'm saying? And feeling entitled like they owe us something. This is your enemy. Your enemy owes you nothing but death. That's what he owes you. You look at your enemy and try to tell him he owe you something. He's gonna do what people do to people when they come asking them for shit that they took. They're gonna slap shit out your goddamn mouth and send you packing. If I took your shit, you better not come ask for it back. You better come back with your guns blazing. You better come back with something happening. You better come back right. You know what I mean? Something happening. Because if I just took it, and you come back asking, you're not getting it. Never will I give it to you. So, you know what I mean? And we got and we learned it. So we already got the mind state of the white man. We know how the white man thinks. We think like him. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start utilizing the fact that we think like him to understand where we're getting fucking hit at. And start correcting that shit. That's what being African-centered about. It's about seeing the motherfucking European flaws in your goddamn psychology and correcting it. You know what I'm saying? Getting it back to the African-centered to make sure that you doing shit that's for your survival, for your nation to grow, for you to build. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck being African-centered is about. And when I say you, that ain't the individual, even though individually each one of us got to have our own growth. But that's a unified growth between all of us. With that being said, though, that's my main assessment. We did find a water filter. Though, that would help filter out fluoride. You might have to check it a little bit cleaner, but they got several on the market. All you have to do is put in your water filters, fluoride water filters. They'll come up with, you have several different websites and different models. So that's my spill. What's going on with the family tonight? Somebody clear they thought they were about to say something.
Oh, that was me and shit, thinking I'm on mute and shit. Oh, damn. See? Not as sharp as I thought I was.
I heard somebody clear they thought all right.
My apologies, family.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, family. Wait, what you doing? All right, go ahead, brother Tim. All right. Well, anyway, back to the main thought and theme for feet on the ground, man. Listen, man, we got to always be ever vigilant and aware of the fact that we inside a war. We got to make sure that this is always drilled into our mind that this is not anything other than war. This is not living right now. We're not living the same. Just want to live and do that. We are in a war. You know what I mean? That don't mean you can't. You can't enjoy a motherfucking. You can't enjoy several different things. But this ain't joy, celebrate. This ain't everybody celebrate time. This ain't Stevie Wonder, King, celebrate. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no holidays been pulled up for none of this shit we doing right now. As our brother Little said, ain't no reason for no goddamn pom-pom. When the only thing you doing is getting hit. Yo, check this out. Nobody, I never seen a motherfucking person get an award for getting beamed with the ball and getting on base. You understand? I never seen no award for the most strikeouts. I never seen that. So as long as we still coming to bat and striking out with this cracker, then listen, we need to calm down with some of the stuff that we think that we doing. As long as the only way we getting on base is because this motherfucker beans you with the goddamn ball, and then they let you take. Then that don't really count, man. It don't really count. You know what I mean? You got hit with the motherfucking ball. This nigga threw it at your head and cracked you with it. So, yeah, you got on base. But what the fuck? You want to take base? That's civil rights. That's the Voting Rights Act. You took base for that? We ain't even got to walk home. I think we just got beamed on the base.
We got beamed on.
And everybody else strike out at you. They're being for three of us. They're being three of us. Then three more strike out, and goddamn, we never get a run in. We be on base like a motherfucker. Oh man, we on base. Look it, this tide is here, but you got hit with the ball. So what? My man gonna bring us home, and we strike the fuck out. Strike out because we don't want to deal with the proper education. We don't want to deal with military science. We don't want to militarize every fucking facet of what we're doing. We think that we can build and not be fucking military at the same time. We think you can do one without the other, and that's automatic failure. It's going to end up to failure. I don't give a damn what you say. You can't make enough. You can't make enough money that they're not gonna fuck with you. You can't buy enough property that they're not gonna fuck with you. You cannot just segregate yourself off where they're not gonna fuck with you. They're coming sooner or later. So the number one thing to do is make sure that you already build in to protect what the little shit you got now. Whatever you think you got now. Be prepared to protect that. Then it'll start growing your mind and protecting other things, the next door to you. But goddamn, if you ain't prepared to protect where you at, then you fucked up in the game anyway. So, with that being said, you ain't got to worry about, they come in, the FEMA camp, you already in the motherfucking FEMA camp. You ain't went nowhere anyway. You already in the FEMA camp. So, you ain't got to worry about no FEMA camps. None of that shit. They hit you with that shit all the fucking time. It's true. They got them camps. They got camps. They put motherfuckers in. I ain't saying they don't got no goddamn camps. And I'm saying that don't let these motherfuckers boogeyman you into thinking that they coming and they already at your door. You believe it still, because they can put smoke out there. They'll put so much smoke on your motherfucking porch. Nah, man, that's just the fog rolled in. It's them, the motherfuckers at the door knocking. That's why I'm talking about this gun range. Like, you can hear this shit. They knocking on my motherfucking door. They knocking on my fucking door with that shit. Like, we ain't had a cop, like, shoot nobody here in a while. Over 20 years. About 20 years. About 20. You know what I'm saying? But no. I ain't gonna say shoot nobody. Kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, but I hear these motherfuckers knocking on the door. They motherfucking mentality is the same. They getting motherfucking, they armoring up. Not fucking, they not standing down. Hell no. Armoring up. Building profile. Be prepared. You be scared when you ain't got nothing. You be scared when you ain't prepared. When you prepare, you just act. You just waiting for it to come. Coming.
They're getting their blueprints right now. They practicing in Turkey with that martial law shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do it somewhere else first before they do it here.
But they do it here. Yeah. Do it here. They got this. They got to test their water. Some things they test here. Some things they test internationally. Then they bring it to you. You know what I mean? So it's all game. And so just prepare. Well, it's not game. It's all war. So just prepare yourself for that. Just prepare yourself for that. Every piece of propaganda that you get, prepare yourself for that. No matter what you see on TV, just talk to the people. Listen, I'm telling y'all individually, that's everybody who's here on this line, who's hearing me right now, or get this archive. Whatever you see on TV, hear on the radio, that has anything to do with mainstream, you don't have to believe it. You don't have to think it. Your job is to assess the people around you and what they think about it. Because that's what's going to tell what do the regular people think about it. If they think it's real, it is. And if they don't think it's real, it's not. And so, gauge them on shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because the emotion of whatever's happening is what they banking on. They banking to push you, in one way or another. So you talk to the people and you find out. Talk to the regular people and you find out what was the emotion. What was the real, at the end, what was the end result? What did they want to happen out here to the people by letting them see this, letting them hear this? Like, and emphasize letting them hear this, letting them see this, allowing, you know what I'm saying? Like your parents give you allowance, they're allowing you to do some shit right now. So they can get cut off because I'm the one giving. So there was just a couple points that, just want to put our family like power.
Like power. It brings a thought to my mind.
Like power, Brother B.
Like power, family.
Like power.
Brings a thought to my mind that says it almost to them like an experiment. It's like, all right, if we do it so much in front of their face that they'll just become numb to it. And they'll just go back to sleep. But right now we have to do it the way that we're doing it, to put the fear in them, to let them know that this is what's going to happen, because that's what's working. I've heard people have conversations, and what you just said is a key thing. You can't do anything without military. So those that want the peaceful war, and this is just reality, this isn't even my own train of thought right here.
Hold on, Brother Ryan.
Yes, brother.
No, I was saying there's somebody got something banging in their background that was overriding your voice.
Oh, okay. I got it.
All right, go ahead.
Those that think that they're going to fight a peaceful war, if that's your position, realize that in reality you're making yourself a soft target. So when soft targets get approached by whatever forces or whoever it may be, once you get attacked, are you going to defend yourself? Because if you're not, then just realize that you can't keep complaining and saying the things that you're saying. Because you're choosing that position of being a soft target and you don't want to fight and you're not going to defend yourself and you just want to watch everybody die. There's no way you're going to get around your freedom or even living by an everyday means or on a day-to-day basis without protecting, defending, and survival techniques and military science. It's impossible. Unless you have somebody taking care of you 24 hours a day.
True. Like power now, brother Ronnie. But yeah, family, y'all come on in and add on, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, we've got the think tank open right now for the community. Have family come on in, anything that y'all want to discuss, anything you want to throw up on the table, please do. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the point that I made to Brother Tim earlier while we were discussing this was the thing on, you know, even when he just stated in 1925 is when they realized that if you got a root canal, it would fuck you up. That, well, as long as they had the information out, right now, we know now, right, 80 years later, 90 years later, you feel me, we know that these motherfuckers purposely did this to us, you know what I'm saying? But at this point in time, how, you know, do you really think that they're going to go back on this, or how hard would it be? You have to look at how hard would it be to overturn 100 years worth of teaching that y'all been doing. You know what I mean?
You want to know, though, something, family? Not to cut you off, but who has been in the dental office recently? In the past 2 or 3 years. When you get a root canal, not even seen it hanging on the wall, they have documentation telling you that the shit gives you cancer. It doesn't tell you when or how long, but it's up there, and they tell you that before you sign that contract to have whatever oral surgery you're going to have, it's written there. So if you're not reading that shit before you sign your name on it, realize what you're signing yourself up for.
Okay. Yeah, you should always read what you sign. You could be signing your life away. Trust me, don't never trust these motherfuckers. I read, y'all, these motherfuckers always be mad at me. I'm reading this shit. I got to read the small letters, everything. I need to read this so I can sign it. You always have to do that, because you never know what you're signing up for.
Nigga, that pain make you sign that shit, nigga. Stop playing.
Yeah, the pain make you sign it. The pain said, listen, just give me the form. What you gonna do it? Give me the form. Come on, hurry up. Yeah. I'm glad I never had to deal with one. Glad I never had to deal with one. I don't like the dentist, you know, at all. I don't do the dentist. They put some shit in my mouth a long time ago. I was like, what the fuck? Some silver shit. As a matter of fact, the silver shit that they put in my tooth, it really ate my fucking tooth.
Mercury, nigga.
Yeah. Now that shit popped out. Y'all, it was mercury. Now that shit popped out. You know what I'm saying? But it rotted my fucking tooth away. When my tooth cracked, and it was like, yo, go to the dentist. I was like, man, please. I'm refused. My shit would be cracked. And I put some clothes on it. It stopped hurting. The infection in there went away. Whenever it stopped hurting. And hell, I'm in straight sense. That was a while back. I know there's some natural things out there to help you. But alright, what else we got rocking tonight, Sonny? You know, I don't mind being able to start a show tonight. But you know.
Yo, I'm going to just say, when I was talking to the family earlier, Sister Camille and my brother Rob, ain't no more wars, family. They drop bombs. So we worried about getting it done, nigga. They just dropped a bomb. What that young gonna do? So ain't no more wars. You can't get caught up in the drama. Like, you know, look, the last war they had, the shock and awe. There wasn't no fucking war. That was annihilation. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta understand, man, we need EMPs. We need shit to take shit out the sky, bro. You can't, your cell phone could be a mad tracker for a goddamn drone to blow your ass up.
Yo, now you saying that.
And Black Power on that.
So, Black Power, you saying that, Brother Little. Why I was reading the motherfucking some shit that was talking about the Pokemon Go that these motherfuckers are playing, and that this shit is a way to map out areas that the motherfucking government just ain't got time to map out. So they get the people to go out, use this motherfucking app, walk around, follow the app, and they get to get visual of everything that's going to fuck on.
Everything is military, family. Everything. Because you want peace and motherfucking quiet. So, the beast don't.
Exactly.
Everything you do on a cell phone or anything dealing with technology, data is now replacing the U.S. dollar. Data has value. So it doesn't surprise me that they would use the game or cell phone application to collect data.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing.
You breaking up a little, brother. So, mic started getting choppy. Or was it my phone? Did y'all hear him, or did he start getting choppy?
Nah, he started dying off.
Dying off. But see, family, we definitely exposed a couple things tonight, man. It's been a wonderful time exposing this little bit of information, man. Important, vital information. So again, listen, family, find every way you can to get the fluoride out of your regular diet, definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Man, but like I was saying, Brother B, nigga, you go outside and breathe air, bro. You don't think the air poison?
Yeah, right?
We gotta wake the fuck up.
Are you saying
That's what I keep saying, man. You gotta wake the fuck up, man. Everything around you is war, nigga. And see, by the time your dumb ass realize it, it's on you damn near extinct. You gonna be too weak to fight back. Bones brittle and shit.
That's what they said. They said they put 1 part per million in the air too. You motherfuckers, and that's like over there where y'all at, man. Where they just letting the fucking shit just go crazy, wanting y'all to die.
Yeah, that gas leak shit. Yeah, they saw about this shit earlier.
They wanting y'all to die. What the fuck? What else? Some easy shit though. Some shit that you really could do is that, stay away from the dentist as best as you can, man. If you go there,
look, man, word life, man, you don't even know what's in the food, man. They ain't even gotta tell you, man. Nigga gotta eat every day. So they think.
Now,
so,
about that, brother. You missed us hitting that. I just was on that, talking about the fishing and everything, man. They motherfuckers, look, man, you can't eat nothing. You can't eat the salad. You can't eat the motherfucking salad dressing. You can't eat the motherfucking nothing.
That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, you just gotta accept you're gonna die. But what's your obituary gonna say about you? That's all we is.
It's about how
your obituary gonna say about you.
Everybody's gonna die, but it's about how the fuck you live. You only got a certain amount of time for that.
That's all it is, man. I say you can practice trying to live to 1 million if you want to. You ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
So you might as well just accept what's gonna happen and put in that work. I don't want to hear about you trying to expand your shit 3 or 4 years or whoop you fucking do, nigga.
That's real. Like I said, like on the last show, what are you going to leave behind in a legacy so 10,000 years from now somebody can find this and say, damn, this person built that for me and for our people? What are you going to leave behind for your folks?
Right. Not no fucking education where you help create shit to kill your people. But that's all motherfuckers do. That's all motherfuckers do. Get educated on how to kill yourself and your people, dumbass.
Yeah.
Shit is sickening, bruh. The motherfucker's supposed to be smart. Gods and shit. How gods get punked by beasts? It's just ridiculous, bro. I'll tell you that right now, bro. Fucking ridiculous. You can't, in essence, we late to our own fucking funeral. Huh? Nobody don't like that uncut truth shit. They want to sell you hope. Hope is a deadly drug, nigga, that get your ass annihilated.
Yeah, I don't do hope. Hope don't exist without religion. I don't do all that. But I would think I'm bullshitting. Pull out your dictionaries, look it up.
Man, hope is for dope.
That is real. Trace the word back to its original origin. It don't exist without Christianity or a belief system. But anyway, continue.
Late to their own funerals. So you're never going to change it unless you know your back is up against the wall. You ain't got no tomorrow. You keep talking tomorrow, ain't no reason to change shit you got tomorrow. What if you don't? That nigga's just gonna party like it's 1999, huh? See? See, party and bullshit. First thing on everybody's agenda. Oh, we about to die tomorrow? Party and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I keep saying, how you supposed to win like this? God damn, how the Lakers supposed to win without Kobe? That Turner, man, we got to get rid of the 100. Or if not, then nigga, welcome your death with open arms, man. Party and bullshit. That's our only problem. It ain't the fucking beast. Beast do what beast do. You know, you don't complain about goddamn gnats and flies and all that shit. They do what they do. Motherfucking sellouts is the motherfucking problem. Always have been. It's the fucking problem. Niggas that look like you and me working for the goddamn beast.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they know it or not. That's the worst if you don't know it. Anyway, man, I ain't got nothing more to say about this shit, man, because this shit is just depressing. Feel me? Like that fair gray shit, man. It's ridiculous.
Hold on. The what gray? The what gray?
Motherfucking fair gray shit the Queen put us on early in the morning about.
Fair gray.
Oh, that Method Man shit.
Call it, son.
Yeah, call it son, yeah. Putting up a picture of Method Man's wife with cancer and shit up.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
What the fuck?
You don't do no shit like that, man.
That's type of niggas we told us the 100.
What the fuck would you do? Why did you do that shit? What was that? What's it that about?
One of the beasts probably told him to. Well, yes, master. I'll do it. Yeah, motherfucker be on some NK mind control drug too. You don't know. Nigga, they got all type of shit. They got truth serums, family. Literally. Pop your ass with the shit, you start spilling all the beans. That's why I said, man, you can't be this retarded in this military shit, bro. Cause ain't no way you're goddamn enemy going to cap you 360 and all his items he set up that you would help build for a paycheck. It's gonna annihilate your ass. And what you supposed to do? Read a couple books and beat the shit. That's what you really think? That's what the fuck you really think? No wonder we're in trouble. Ain't no book for freedom, family. Better use that motherfucker as a bulletproof vest or something. But we play too much. Want to feel good too much. Want to hang out too much.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta step on military game way the fuck up. Because it's way the fuck down right now. But low, hella below sea level.
We bogged down. We deep in the trenches. We behind enemy lines. Ain't but one way to go in, that's deeper. We can't get out the situation. You got to go in deeper.
You gotta kill the power, man. If you don't kill the power, they gonna kill you, man. You gotta go back to the Stone Ages, allegedly.
Yo, you know that's I don't even want to say that on the show right now.
Motherfuckers gotta live like Little House on the Prairie. It's your freedom.
That man, looking at trying to get the youth into developing the EMP machines, man. We need shit that's gonna be able to shut your electronics down, man. Cause that's the way you're gonna be able to stop these motherfuckers. So they're gonna be using computers on your ass. They're using shit. They got electric. They're not going.
Like my brother Hayru was talking about, man. They got a motherfucker with an Xbox controller right now, flying drones over, dropping bombs on niggas, bruh.
Yeah, exactly. With a fucking Xbox controller.
Exactly what I said. I said to them right now, warfare is a game. They're sitting back with a fucking Xbox 360 controller, and Microsoft only released the blueprints to the military for that. So you're sitting there looking at a screen, following you around, looking at you, nice in the infrared, and he's laughing, eating popcorn and shit, all types of greasy foods and shit, and he's just pushing a button, just laughing while he sits there and kills. But you want to be peaceful and say that I can live in peace and not worry about these things and that it doesn't concern you. But continue. I think
You know, hey, we gotta move with a sense of urgency, man. With hella sense of urgency, man. And you gotta stop the distraction media. Everything on that motherfucker for a distraction. There ain't nothing but your liberations in that motherfucking TV. Nothing. Nothing.
I'm gonna say what I said. They're nice people, right? I mean, we're stuck with a mindset to look to the sky for a savior, or for God, or for something to save you. Okay? Our ancestors didn't do that. Understand that. Your nice mind looks at the sky and sees death. Why? Because their war right now is that of dropping bombs on the people. So they look to the sky and see death. Some of them might look to the sky and see heaven because to them and their religious beliefs, to die is the escape. Get away from the madness. You know? Man may create a paradise that man can't give you because he's not. So just think about that for a minute.
Anyway, Shiny Black Power Bear, and I'm back at the play. One. That power, brother, little that's what field niggas do. You understand? Black power to the whole family, man. I'm out. Field nigga shit. Field nigga shit.
I'm not drunk. What? Well, listen, family. This is the end of this night, man. We've got it in night. If anybody got any jewels you want to drop before we jump off, you know what I mean? Please feel free to come on in and drop your jewels. And we're going to get on up out of here for the night. I see y'all all out there. So, and family out there. So with that being said, though, I definitely like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you for the topic. You know, everywhere we go, we under attack. This war is only war. There's nothing else but war. So militarize your mind. And with the militarization of your mind, you'll militarize everything else you're doing. Militarize your mind and your behind. Because you don't want them to disconnect it. Now, we'll be back Slaughterhouse Saturday. Come on in, 10 p.m. Eastern. Stepping on the west side, the best side. We're going to do it right as we normally do. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to definitely get it in right. So we'll leave out the same way that we come in. And that's with the praise Nat Turner, Glory Garvey, long live the spirit of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, praise Harriet Tubman, glory to Ida B. Wells, and long live the spirit of Sister Fannie Lou Hamer. I'll be before you yet.
Cracker in the trunk.
House nigga too.
As a business owner, your nightmares might sound like this. But advertising on Katz Digital can turn your nightmares into this.
Hi, how can I help you? I'll be right with you.
You see, Katz Digital is the only true audio anywhere advertising. You'll be talking directly to your customers on any device, any place, and any time, while they're listening to music, talk shows, and podcasts. Now that's a great dream. Wake up your business at katzdigital.com.